Tigger, wake up. We gotta get Carter up. We gotta go fishing. What was that, a meow? That was a pretty weak meow. I know, it's early. Okay, let's get Carter. Let's go, sun's up, gotta go fishing. Okay, it's early. The sun has already risen though. Gonna get the lunch, the bait, and Carter and I are headed to Last Mountain Lake. He requested, oh, the sun is definitely up already, but the sun rises at 5:30. Carter requested big walleye. Last year, probably around this time, Carter caught his PB walleye with me and we didn't do anything for the video. Pumped a 30-inch walleye. Cindy had caught a 28-inch walleye that day. I had also caught like a 29. We had an awesome day. But it was like no cameras day. It was straight, just basically fishing, hanging out, whatever. So we didn't have any video cameras rolling, like I've said 3 times already. But Carter requested a revisit to Last Mountain, but with cameras this time. So we are on our way. It's early in the morning. We'll get there probably around 8-ish. Got about a 3-hour drive, maybe 2.5, something like that. So the next clip you'll see is us on the water. Let's do it. I'm starting on the drop shot. Carter's starting on a hyper rattle. No, sorry, a jigging wrap to start with. Clown colored jigging wrap, number 7. And I'm starting with drop shot with a leech. Who's gonna catch the first fish, Carter? You or me?
Probably you.
Probably me. I agree. Okay, drop down. We got a mark. Can't see it on the 2D, but I can see it on the down imaging. Down there. Come on, eat it. He ate it. Got him. Got him. Doesn't feel bad. Doesn't feel bad. No, you keep fishing yet. This one is not. He's not that big. Our first fish of the day though, Carter's still on the jigging wrap. I shouldn't say first fish of the day. We've caught a sucker, a perch, a crayfish, and now I have a walleye. A walleye. The drop shot strikes again. Right in the roof of the mouth. It's my favorite thing about the drop shot. Right in the roof of the mouth. Oh, even kept my leech. Even kept my leech. Probably about a, I don't know, about a 19-inch or something like that. See ya. So we're on spot, I think 3 since we started. It's 11 o'clock. I think we've been fishing for an hour and a half so far, and that literally was our first walleye. When you're hunting for a jumbo walleye, it takes time. You have to have patience. Time. Sometimes drive around a little bit and just mark fish and see if you can find them. Sometimes just fishing a confidence area for a long period of time. But don't expect to come out here and catch one in the first 5 minutes. Could take weeks, could take months. Some people have obviously gone years and years without catching a 30-inch walleye. I haven't caught a 30-inch walleye yet this year. But like I said in the introduction, that is the goal today. We're trying to obviously beat Carter's PB. Oh, I thought it would be a big mark down there. Well, it might be. There's some perch down there for sure, but there might be a big mark mixed in there, Carter. Oh, I just got picked up. Perch. Peck. Totally. School of perch down there. Watch this. Perch. School of perch. So I'm going to pause the down imaging here for a minute if I can. I'm going to show you why on the down imaging, why I knew that was perch instead of walleye. So I got it paused right now. So you can see over here, it looks like it's like a big mark, right? But if you go here on the down imaging, you can see some individual specks. Now, I thought maybe there's a walleye mixed in there with that little bit of a thicker mark, but all these little specks around it was telling me that that was a perch or a school of perch. And yeah, I could feel like right away that peck, perch. That's where down imaging really comes into play, is with separation from the bottom in terms of like, is it a rock or is it a fish, or being able to distinguish the separate marks like we saw there. It looked like a thick mark on the 2D, but when you look at the down imaging, it was like speck, speck, speck. Down imaging is a pretty cool tool. I always pretty much run half 2D, half down imaging when I'm on a lake that has some perch in it, or an area especially that has perch, just to really distinguish whether I need to spend more time on that big mark or whether I just need to move on because those are perch. Anytime now, Carter, you can catch a fish. Ooh, yeah, splash. Splash guards come in handy on a day like today. Fish on the bottom. Oh, got him. It's big. No, it's not giant, but we'll need a net. It's not giant, but we will need a net. I don't think I can boat flip this one. It's not giant. Its head shakes are too close together, but it's not a boat flipper. It's not tiny either. Nice. Right there. Okay. About a nice 22 inch or something like that. It's a start anyway. Just a porker though. Like, they're so fat here. Like, that's crazy. It's a 4-pound, 22-inch fish. Yeah. Gone? You on? Attaboy. 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 You just come there. Yeah, you stay there. Nice. Turn your motor to the left. Or I can do that too. Yeah, there you go. You're learning right here how to fight fish by yourself in the wind. Take it out of gear. Yeah, you want to. Right now you're trying to focus on keeping yourself basically as vertical with the fish as you can when you're fighting it. Nice, attaboy. That's a good one. Well, just like that. That's a nice fish. That's actually bigger than I thought. Nice. Definitely a little bit bigger than I thought. You can do a quick measure if you want. I'm curious.
I guess it's 25.
I'd say 26. I'm going 26. And you're pretty much bang on.
25 and a quarter.
Nice. Nice work. Nice work. Nice little double header right there. Or close as you can get to a double header, I should say. See ya. Just like that, we found a little pot of fish. Caught a pretty nice, well, not quite double header, but as close as you can get. I caught mine, and while I was releasing mine, Carter hooked his. Fish below us. Oh yeah, here we go. Can't tell size yet. Oh. Nice. Feels pretty good. Yeah, this is a netter. This is a good fish. This is a good one. This is a good fish. This is a gooder right here. I waited a little bit. Oh, my drag's a little bit loose right now. I waited a little bit because it was such a light pickup. I just dropped my rod tip and gave him just a little bit. Give him a chance to kind of eat it just a little bit. Not much though. I'm messing around with my drag just because I want to make sure it's perfect when I'm fighting it. I like a little bit tighter drag for the hook set, and I like to back it off a little bit. With braided line, it's so easy to pull hooks. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, it's not that big actually. I don't think it's even as big as yours, Carter. Oh, you get back down there. There's a good mark down there. I'm not even going to show that one off. I thought it was bigger for sure, but I did have a looser drag, about a 23-incher. See ya, buddy. Well, we're catching almost every mark that we're marking, so that's a good sign yet. We finally located some fish. Took us a little while, but things are good. Things are good. As I was saying during that fight, braided line has no stretch. So if you have a really tight drag, you really run the risk of pulling your hooks from your fish. Of course, I'll admit, I loosened my drag way too much on that fish, but I didn't really know where it was at the time. It was easy to adjust it. Once you get that hook buried in them, as long as you're keeping tension, even if on a loose drag, you're still likely gonna land that fish. Now, you don't wanna fight that fish too long on a loose drag, because obviously the longer you fight the fish, the better the chance the hook has to come out of the fish's mouth. But braided line has no stretch, so you're only relying on your rod forgiveness, and that's it. If you run mono, yeah, you could crank your drag down, set the hook, and never ever adjust your drag at all. But braided line, you're gonna wanna back your drag off a little bit when you start to fight the fish, because there is no give at all. Ooh. Oh yeah. Get him, Carter. Oh, he followed you down. He followed you down. Get him, Carter. Get him. He's on you. Keep working him. Oh, he came to me instead. I don't know. That mark's still down there, Carter. Keep working. That mark's still down there. I just marked him on the down imaging. Keep working. Keep working him. Keep working him. It's just about an eater fish, this one. Oh, he shook my leech. Top of the mouth once again. Easy. Nothing to it, about a perfect eater, probably about an 18-incher. So I know I got asked in a recent video, am I back trolling or am I drifting or what am I doing? I've got my motor going backwards into the waves. Obviously you can tell that the splash guards are helping me not to fill the boat full of water, but I'm actually not going backwards. I'm actually going this way. I'm doing a controlled drift. The motor is just slowing me down, and the back end, having against the waves, I can kind of pivot around a little bit. If I have to make small adjustments, move this way, but I just got the boat right now in reverse, basically locked in, because that's what the waves are telling me right now. If it was going slower or faster, I'd have to adjust the throttle or be putting it in neutral, reverse, neutral, reverse, back and forth. But right now it's just in reverse, and I'm moving ever so slightly with the waves. So I'm doing what's called a controlled drift. Back trolling would soak your boat right now. If I was trying to go that way into the waves, I would just fill my whole boat full of water. So right now the waves kind of slow down a little bit. I notice my line kind of going this way a bit, so I'll put it into neutral and I'll just coast a little bit here, and then I'll put it back in reverse. I'm watching my line angle more than anything right now to dictate my speed type of thing. I'm not watching the speed on the GPS or anything like that. I'm watching my line, whether it's got an angle or whether it's vertical. I'm trying to keep a slight angle out, so I'm going this way, but almost where it's like straight vertical the whole time. When you're fishing in amongst all these rocks, and I'll drop the aqua view down here and overlay some of the footage right now of all the rocks that we're fishing in, but if you have too much drag, you're going to end up getting snagged. So it's best to stay as vertical as you can. Not that you're not going to get snagged in amongst these rocks, even when you're vertical, you're just not going to get snagged as often. Like Carter's pulling a jigging wrap through here and hardly getting snagged. I think he's been snagged only twice so far today. Whereas like if you had a little bit of line angle there, your jigging wrap's going to get snagged constantly. Well, it's 3:13. We are on the struggle bus, big time. I don't know when the last time we've caught a fish even. It's probably been about 3 hours though.
I just had a fish on.
Carter just said he had a fish on. How did it feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty good? Really? Oh boy. Oh boy. I guess I should give updates more often. Fish below us. Fish below us. Tight to the bottom, below us. Things are good. Things are good. Get them. Get them, get them, get them. We've checked, I want to say about 5 or 6 different spots. We haven't changed our techniques. We've still been staying with the 1-2 punch, a drop shot, and jigging wrap. Actually, he's on a hyper rattle now. Ooh, I got a nice mark below me. The Acme hyper rattle. And like I said, we haven't switched off because I feel like we've got pretty much every basic covered between live bait and something active. We could be fishing a jig and a leech, I'm sure, or maybe even Lindy rigging. But We haven't even marked a lot of fish, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure where they really are right now. This is the first couple fish I've marked in a long time though, so this shows some promise for sure. They're here. They're here. We're marking fish again. This is good.
Say we just stay here all night.
I don't think we're moving from here right now with all these marks, that's for sure. It's the best it's been for us. We'll just wait for them to turn on, right? Is that a fish? Big mark, Carter. Big mark. Got him?
Yep.
Got him?
Yep.
That a boy. That a boy.
Feels good.
Feels good? Loosen your drag a bit if you have to. Still feel good?
Oh,
Not bad, hey? Not bad. Here, I'll grab him. I don't even net him for you. I'll just grab him. He's nice. At least, hey, at least it's a fish. It's been a while since we've caught a fish. Hook might pop. But if the hook pops, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, we got him. Nice. Okay, like a 20, 22, 23. It's a fish though. It's a fish. It's a fish. Well, like I just said earlier, we've been having a little bit of a grind and Carter just broke our bad streak, so it could turn around so fast. Really could. Good fish. Yeah, good fish, Carter. Decent fish for sure. It's running straight out. I don't know how big, but it's definitely, it's running straight out. It's almost, if this is a walleye, it's big. It's acting more like a pike the way it ran straight out. But if it's a walleye, it's pretty good. Went straight down, now it's, oh, if this is a walleye, be a walleye. Don't be a pike. It's got head shakes like a walleye. Oh, if this is a walleye, it's bigger. Don't be a pike. Part of me says pike, the way it ran out to the side, and now what it's doing now. I'm thinking pike, but if it's a walleye, it's a tank. Be a walleye. Be a walleye. Just want to see it. It's got to be a pike. Those are pike-like runs. That's for sure. Oh, it's got to be a pike.
Just don't say that.
Are we gonna wish it a walleye?
Yeah.
If it's a walleye, it's giant. Like if it's a walleye, it's giant. Yeah, pike. I knew it. Nice pike. Not a boy.
No,
Big
that
pike.
Sucks.
Well, it sucks because of the species that we're looking for walleye, but it's not a bad fish. You go back to fishing. I'll take care of this. Nice consolation prize right there for us. We're walleye fishing, but a pretty good sized pike ate the drop shot. There it goes. Fish between those rocks. Right between the rocks. Darn it. Come on. It's up to you to get him. I'm snagged.
Yep.
Got him?
Yep.
Atta boy. Talk to me.
Heavy.
Heavy?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just popped my weight off. No use messing around right now. What's going on?
Maybe not that. I don't know.
Treat him like he's big. Treat him like he's big.
There's so much weight.
Huh? It's a good fish. It's a good fish. It's a good fish. Keep them low until you get them right here and then bring them up. Up towards the net. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. So look. Good? Oh yeah. Nice work. She's been a struggle bus, but Carter finally put a pretty nice one in the boat just like I got snagged. We literally were going to move around a little bit. We just finished our sandwiches. We'll measure the fish quick here first. It's a nice one. 26-ish, 25 3/4, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh, there's a mark below us too. Like I said, we just finished sandwiches. I was just gonna move around a little bit, and all of a sudden I was like, ooh, there's some marks between some rocks. I dropped down, I got snagged. I'm like, Carter, it's all up to you. He drops down, he's on instantly. So we're spot locked over some marks right here too. So let's stay right here for a second. There we go.
Good.
It's decent. Yeah, it's decent. It's decent. It's a little bit shaky, but oh, it's got some power. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is a walleye. It's big, Carter. Don't be a pike. That thing, it didn't seem that big at first, but wow, did it go down hard. I got a tight drag still too. Oh, come on, be a walleye. This is fighting more like a walleye though. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. Yes! That's a big one. Oh. It's paid off. The sandwich break, Carter. The sandwich break. Oh. Right in the corner of the mouth. Unreal. I think it's like 27's my guess. I'm gonna show it off first. Maybe 26 and a half, 27, but we have grinded hard for that fish, or a fish like that right there. 27 exactly. 27 inches. Amazing. Beautiful. We've worked hard for a fish like that. Big marks. Get ready, Carter. Big marks. We are on them right now. We found them. We found the honey hole. This fishing stuff's hard work, eh?
Good.
Can't tell. I think you can keep fishing. There's more fish down there too. Yeah, you keep fishing. Feels like a 24 incher. Take the motor for a sec. Okay, nice. Nice. You just keep fishing.
What is it? How big?
I like 25. What a 24 incher. Just going back. It's not what we're after. It's not been an easy day for us at all, but it's always funner. Is funner a word? It's always the funnest when it's a lot of work. I'm so jaded. We've caught 2 25s, a 27, one nice pike, one medium pike. We've caught multi-species today, suckers, perch. Sucker's probably not on the video, but all I could think about is my last trip to Last Mountain, where it was like a sleigh fest, and of course that's your last memory, so you think you're gonna reduplicate it, right? We've had to really work today, like really work. I don't even know how long we fished for now. I think 7 hours so far, maybe 8 hours total, but we're not done yet. That's a fish, not a rock. I'm a donkey. I am a donkey. Oh, I went to go. I went to go try to pop it out, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, that is not. There's a fish down there, Carter. Oh, that's not a bad one either. That's not a bad fish. Take the motor. Oh, jeez. Wow, that was almost a donkey moment. Good recovery though, good recovery. What do we got? I'm thinking about another 24 inch or something like that. Yeah, 24 and a half. Nothing to it. Oh, look at, they're tight to the bottom like that. Look at, that's a big one. Just sitting there in the rocks. Just sitting there. See? Isn't that crazy? You never mark that fish either. This is that aqua-view that I was using earlier that I showed some footage of the rocks down there and talked about how you wanted to keep your line super vertical because you get snagged up in the rocks. I just took it out and shot a couple more shots now of some walleye swimming down there. It was so cool to see them literally like amongst the rocks. Like there was one that was down there buried, a really good sized one that never would have marked. It was buried in amongst the rocks and there it was just laying there not moving at all. But this is a Micro Revolution 5.0 Pro. The Pro is so you can do some recording on it. It's a pretty slick camera for scouting in terms of like seeing what's down there. I've used it before on some lakes and thought it was a bunch of walleye. It turned out they're a bunch of suckers or carp, etc. You never know, right? If you're marking a bunch of fish and can't catch them, drop the camera down and see what they are if you want to get a good look at the structure. Or if you're not marking any fish and you think there might be some fish in that structure, like we did just now, it's pretty cool. We should drink water. We should really drink water. Want a water, Carter? It'd be good for us right now. And they're cold. Like cold, cold. It's gonna taste good. Oh, come on. Nice. Oh. Oh. Yeah, yeah, big fish, big fish. The fish came right out of those rocks. Oh yeah. Oh, come on, baby. I don't think it's giant, but it's got some weight. Oh, it's a big one. Come on, Carter, it's gonna be a 30, right? We gotta just be positive. It's gonna be our big fish of the day. It is taking me for a ride right now. Wow, 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 look at it. Holy. Yeah, we're going to this side of the boat now. This thing is big, Carter. This is fighting like a walleye too. This isn't fighting like a pike at all. Gonna let the boat drift a bit. Get ready? Here it comes.
Cool.
Here it comes. Yes! Awesome, Carter. There's more down there. More down there. You keep fishing, I'll deal with this fish. Carter's marking big fish below me. I just caught a, yeah, don't flop. Decent 25 incher here. Got a horrible lighting, but we're not messing around. This is the caliper of fish that are biting today. We're catching lots of 5-6 pounders. Man, that fish fight. These fish at this lake fight so hard. It's unreal. Like a 25 incher took me around the boat and I've got a strong drag with a pretty powerful rod. Like you see me land some decent pike with this earlier. Carter, you might have to go to a drop shot, my friend, because I think we're on a good bite right here. I really do. That's 2 fish in no time. I'll land them. You take the boat. You take the boat. You take the boat. It's not a monster. It's not a monster. You take the boat.
Should I go to a drop shot?
You can. There's one ready right here. You literally just have to change the handle.
So I just keep the line tight?
All you do is, yeah, you literally just take out your slack. You just keep it tight. That's it. You don't jig it up and down. Like, only you can dip it once in a while just to check on your make sure you're tight. Just like that. Just like that. Nothing to it, eh? That took you all of what? Does it feel good? Doesn't feel small, does it? Oh boy. Oh boy.
I thought I had the bottom for a second.
Did you?
I was like, nothing's moving. Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah, that's not a small fish.
Here, I'll get on. You get on the right
you're
side.
okay. You're okay. That did not take long.
Look at this rod.
Yeah, double. I'm glad you went to the drop shot. We need to get him out from underneath the boat. Okay, there's your leader. Up, up. Nice, got him, got him. Nice, Carter. Throw that trolling motor down.
That's a bigger one.
That's a bigger one, yeah. Throw that trolling motor down. Let's spot lock here.
27 and a half.
27 and a half. Yes.
Yeah.
Biggest of the day. Let's show him off to the camera real quick. Beautiful. Unreal. Nice. Attaboy. Drop shot with like what? How long was that?
Like a minute.
That's awesome. It's awesome. There she goes. Attaboy. Carter's pretty much spent all day on an Acme Hyper Rattle and a jigging rod. And he's fished it hard. And I've been probably out fishing him 3 to 1, but he has caught some nice fish. But in the last little bit, I was like, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, Carter, let's go to a drop shot. In less than a minute, he hooks up with that fish. We've seen the fish so far, like on the underwater camera, just tight to the bottom, right? Like so docile, not moving at all. That drop shot just slowly going over him. They come up and it's awesome. This has been a deadly day. We've worked so hard, but it's been so worth it. We gotta go back to where they mark those big ones too. Ooh. Another fish down there too, Carter. Stay down there. This one's got big head shakes. Ooh. Is this a walleye? This is a walleye. Look out. This has got big head shakes.
Need a net?
I'll net him. You keep fishing.
I can net him.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna spot lock here for a sec. I'll net him. You keep fishing. I want you, there was another donkey down there. I want you to catch him. Oh, baby, come on, come on. Yes. Oh, yes. I want you, this is a big one, Carter. And I saw another donkey down there. That's why I want you to keep fishing, because this is probably a 28 incher. We finally found him. It took all day. Took all day and we finally found him. This thing's gonna be very close to 28. Big fish, big fish. It is 28 and a quarter. Are you on?
Yeah.
That a boy. See, this is why I wanted you to keep fishing. We're on him right now. 28 and a quarter. Carter's hooked up behind me with who knows what. I'm gonna let it go on this side so I don't spook your fish.
Feels small.
Small?
Yeah, it's small.
Okay.
I don't even need a net.
Okay. Okay, well Carter's fish was small, but that's okay. Well, it looks like this is probably the end of our night. We fished hard, 11 and a half hours. Once the wind kind of stopped here, we lost all our marks, what we finally got into. It was good. We had a little bit of a stretch there where we nailed a bunch of nice fish, and then I don't know how much we'll show in the video what we caught after. We caught a bunch of smaller fish to go with them. And that was it. Carter got his first taste of the drop shot. He fished hard. You did good, Carter Reed. Proud of ya. I'm proud of ya. Just remember, I caught the biggest fish this time. A little bit of revenge. No, it's never gonna be revenge. Anybody that thinks I'm actually serious. So, thank you so much for watching. It's really hard for me to say this because I want to keep fishing, but get outside.